Hi, I'm Patty with StudioR12, and today I'm going to show you how to do an adorable project with terracotta pots. The first step that you have to do with a terracotta pot when you're going to paint is you have to seal it. So I'm going to show you how to do that. You're going to use DecoArt's multi-purpose sealer, or you can choose another kind of sealer, but you definitely want to seal. And then I have a rule that I always seal completely when I'm going to seal a terracotta pot, because if you use it to plant something and you go inside and it's not sealed, then the water from the pot or anything like that will leak out and it'll loosen up your paint on the outside. The other rule that we have to have, I'm looking at this pot and I have a little crack right there. It will be fine for our purposes, but make sure you thoroughly inspect your terracotta pots when you buy them. I obviously did not do that, or it's been damaged since I brought it into the studio. We're going to use the multi-purpose sealer. That is a product that you want to own in your life because it does such a good job of making what I call a paint sandwich. So it seals into the surface and penetrates. Then your paint seals to it, and then your top coat, your varnish, seals in and penetrates into all of that. And so it becomes this cohesive unit, and it makes a big difference in durability. I'm going to use a polyfoam brush. And we're just going to go around our pot and we're going to just seal it all up. It'll stay wet for a little bit, so you want to give yourself some time for it to dry. And you'll just do a nice even coat all the way around on all of your surfaces. All right, so today we are going to make a scarecrow serving platter or a centerpiece or whatever you want to use it for. This little tray is going to go on top of this, and this is going to be the scarecrow's face, and then this is going to be where I can put a candle, and you could put fruit in there, anything like that. So it's just super cute, and I think you're going to love it. We have on StudioR12.com, we have got the cutest little scarecrow stencils. So we're going to use not the hat, but we're going to just use the face of our scarecrow, and we have a whole bunch of different ones that have different expressions. So you could choose whichever expressions you like, and we have them in sizes too. So you could maybe not do this on this terracotta pot, and maybe you could find a galvanized something or whatever, but you could go big, you can go small, you can do it on whatever you want, you can do it on boards. But yeah, I'm excited about this. This is gonna be fun. All right, so I've chosen STCL, it'll be down in the description below, 6656, and that's the _1, and it's got some cute little patches with it to go on the hat, but I'm going to use them on this little trim piece right here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to paint the face area. So I'm turning it upside down to get the face, and so this is the face area, and I'm going to paint that with number 79. If this is your first time here, hello. We have all of our paints numbered. We have about 80 paints, and we've made a paint chart so that you can purchase that at StudioR12.com, and that makes it really easy to follow exactly along, and it converts it into a couple of different brands of paint. Okay, so we're gonna go, I'm gonna use a brush. I could use a foam, but I just happen to have this brush right here. I couldn't get my sticker all the way off, but it's gonna be covered, so I'm just gonna paint over it. I didn't want to take the time, is what I think I'm saying. I try not to get too precious about my craft projects. Okay, and then we just go around, and I love this oval glaze brush because look at how fat that splays out. It just really covers, and it does a good job of being nice, thin coverage. And I'm going to go all the way to my edge and over it just a little bit so that when I do my base for this, it covers, it'll cover over my overflow of this color. And this will probably take 3 coats. All right, while that's drying, I am going to use number 44, and I'm going to base this, and I will be basing this, but I'm going to wait until I have all my coats on it for the face. I'm going to get another coat on here, but the next thing that I want to do while I'm waiting for my paint to dry is take a look at my stencil, and I'm going to do a little bit of cutting. I want my mouth to be a little bit trimmed, so I'm going to trim off that base piece so that it fits tight next to my base. And that will help his little head. I'm going to cut his hat off. Never be afraid of cutting your stencils up. They're yours after all. Okay, and that's what we're going to end up with. So I like that. And now onward with coat number 2. All right, now I'm going to get ready to do the trim. So what we want to make is a little anti-roll around system here. So I'm going to make a little rack for my pot, rolling up both sides so he doesn't roll around. And I have to go this way. All right, so I've got some stretchy tape. This is available on StudioR12.com. And if you pull on it really well, it actually will bend. I'm just puckering it because I just want it taped on one side. I don't want to peel my paint. I'm very nervous about this. Okay, it's coming right off. So I'm going to stab it right there in the middle, and then I'm going to follow that curve and just touch the base so that it's the only part really stuck. I just need a mask, and I need one that will bend. I'm going to use a small oval glaze and my brown paint. And then I'm going to move along. I'm probably going to have to use a fresh piece of tape because I have to reapply. And then I will get that all taped and then paint that rim. Okay, so I've got everything based, and then I had gotten fresh brown paint on the other side of my towel, so I flipped it over. Always be aware of where you're leaving wet paint, because if I roll this pot onto this towel where that paint is wet, then I'm going to make a big old brown line. So I'm going to make my little sling the opposite way so that I don't get in trouble with the brown paint. Okay, so that's the top. And that's the bottom. And so now, choose your side. Make sure you look for any blemishes that you don't like or whatever. I don't think it would matter if this was blemished because it's a scarecrow. Okay, and then I want to cinch this down just a little bit more, so I'm going to give him a curve right there. And that way I get him well and goodly on there. So if you don't want your tape sticky, then tape it to your jeans or your cloth, and that will make it have less grab. Anytime we have big spaces to fill, jumbo daubers are your friend. I'm gonna daub off. This is lifting just a little bit because of the bend of the stuff, so I just want to keep things held down. I'll do the lashes with the brush. Always daub off, always, 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 always. And then once you get paint loaded on this, make sure that you daub off on a paper towel. Okay, go into our, let's get a smaller brush. And multi-masker. I don't want to ghost over my eyelashes. I'm going to use number 56 for his nose. Back to the jumbo dauber. Okay, I want to shade the nose just a little bit. I think the orange is just a little obnoxious, so I'm going to use number 9. And I'll just neutralize my brush with number 9. And then I just want to give him just a little bit of a shaded effect. Maybe I'll just go over it and make it all that color. There we go. Okay, and ready for the reveal. Yay, how cute is he? Oh my goodness. Adorable. Okay, we can add a little highlight, get some white paint, and then you can just give him a little going that direction and going that direction, like he's looking up over there. Maybe a little green patch might be nice. So this is number 43. And we can just go right over here. Just hold that on there. And maybe pick up a little bit of that orange color. Just give it a little bit of a pattern. And we have some patches. Could give them a couple on the other side. I think I'm just going to stick with the one. Okay, I'm going to cut a hank of hair. And then we'll kind of do this in a little pattern, and then we'll give them a haircut once we're done. Okay, so we'll put a bead of glue. And then hang some hair. And then if you want it coming down the other side, you can just add a bead of glue over there. Oops. He's having a bad hair day. Okay, so that's what he's going to look like with his hat on. So now we give him a little bit of a trim. All right, so now I need to put decorations. I'm not going to glue this because this is actually fairly heavy thing, but if you had kids or you were, had cats or something that will bump and move into things, then I would recommend giving this a glue on there. Some days it is so satisfying to be a professional crafter. This was a fun project. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, and give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video.